I made it. We're at Flying Dutchman.
Let's get started. Helmets down. Fire it up. But they have $100 and they like tacos, you know?
Yeah, it's a totally great class. You should take it. I don't know what's better though, the welding or the tacos. I said you just cost me more money.
So it's been a great way to meet the most interested and interesting people. I'm ruining this intentionally.
Take a little TIG welding class today and excited to learn. Stay tuned.
I'm allowed to do my best work. It's the brightest shop I've ever worked in. I was offered a position teaching welding classes at night at the local community college. There's a whole lot of people that don't have 2 nights a semester for 4 or 5 months, whatever it is. But they have $100 and they like tacos, you know? So here we are. And you guys will make, what, 265 people? 265 people that I've taught over the past small handful of years. Started probably like 3 years ago. So it's been a great way to meet the most interested and interesting people. But you guys are here to learn how to weld. So let's get started with a little bit. There's 3 lines that go into the head unit. And that keeps this from going nuclear, from melting down. This is a water-cooled torch. It's much smaller than an air-cooled torch. So an air-cooled torch is much more robust. So just screw this thing in hand tight. Also, make sure your water cooler is on. Ask me how I know. I'm not bang on full throttle right away. I'll get the argon started and then come up to it, and usually I'll touch and then pull away 1/8 of an inch, and then I'll begin to weld. For MIG welding terms, pushing. Let's get started. Helmets down. Protect your weld, and you want to protect the tungsten from exposure to atmosphere. That ramp down is super critical. I'm ruining this intentionally. All these layers of consistent behavior are going to give you consistent strengths. You're not going to have any weak points. And that's what we're looking for. What I'll do is I'll call out dip, move, dip, move. And that's like a robotic cadence to help you know when to add filler, know when to move. And filler rod. It's not because you're dipping the tungsten.
If it sucks, it won't make the edit. A little more. And slowly set it down. Good. Yeah, that looks good. It's a little bit pointed, but not a big deal. It's not like cratered, Okay. So, alright, next one. Go for it. And slowly back it down. Nice and easy. Nice. Better. That's good. Check that one out. So as soon as it frosts over, you can pull the power. Okay. Yeah.
but then stay there for the post
Stay
flow.
there for the post flow. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, you need to protect the weld and the tungsten. Because if you yank this thing back, you're gonna expose the yellow hot, orange hot, red hot tungsten to atmosphere, and we don't want that because it'll just contaminate it. All right, let's do one more. Go ahead. And set it down. Nice and easy. Good. Cool. How's it look?
It's got a big crack in it.
Well, that's the O condition.
Gotcha.
That's
Okay.
the material being sensitive to the temperature changes. Once the piece has more heat in it, it won't do that at all.
Okay. So if this was the weld that mattered, you'd preheat it probably, the whole panel or something. Get it at least
Yeah, get a little bit warmer. Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna destroy one now?
The crater one, yeah. Go full throttle. And chop it. Cool. See how pointed that is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, totally daylight.
Yes.
No, that's not good.
Oh, I thought that was the goal.
You are now
Shit.
not qualified to be a shipbuilder. Alright. Let's do a fusion weld. Go ahead. And dip, 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 move, dip. A little bit cooler. There you go, good job. Dip, move, dip, move, dip, move, dip, move, dip, dip. And last one. Go ahead and set it down. Nice and easy. Cool. Yeah, the closer you get to the edge, the harder it's going to be
To keep the heat
to keep the heat.
from just...
Yeah, and so that's from the temperature shock right there. But
Wow.
that's no big deal. You know.
And then too hot probably in general, like the whole way. Maybe?
It was a little on the hot side.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's crazy having that, like versus MIG, you know? You're just
Oh yeah.
on.
With MIG, it's on or off, and you gotta keep up with it.
Yeah.
Everything's on the fly. Your torch angle,
That's cool.
your height, your pedal. Yeah, everything's totally under control on the fly, which is great.
Well, should be under control.
Yeah.
Morning's all done here. We've been going over our little plates. See where mine is here. So just had us doing some starts and stops and controlled. Showed us how it'll crater out, and then had us chop it on purpose just to show that you can actually daylight. Not sure that'll shine through there, but yeah, there you go. So what not to do, and had us just work on a little fusion pass. And right now he's out there cooking some tacos for us. And then after lunch we're gonna be adding some filler rod. So it's kind of crawl, walk, run type of setup here. But it's been pretty cool. He's very knowledgeable on how to do this, and he's got a good instruction method. You can tell he's been doing it a while. So this was his sample piece. Good class. Looking forward to the tacos in the afternoon. Do you approve?
Absolutely.
Welding and tacos. Good combo.
There we go. Full throttle. And dip. Move. 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 Dip. Move, dip, move, dip, move, dip,
skip, move, 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 skip, and last one, dip, and set it down. You're doing great, man. Have you welded before?
No.
What the hell?
Oh yeah.
I mean, look at that. It's fantastic.
Well, you're doing all the work. I'm just
No,
dipping.
come on. There you go, right there. Then dip, move, dip, move, dip, move, dip. Little less heat. Dip, move. A little bit more heat. There you go, dip, 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 move, dip, 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 dip. Real close. Dip, 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 move, dip, 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 move, dip, 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 move, dip, and last one. Get it down. Awesome. Hold it there. Yeehaw.
That one, the metal behaved a little differently. It had more heat in it or something.
Yes, yes, it did.
And
That's-
he let go.
Didn't let go.
Yeah.
Well, no, I told you to
Back it
less
up.
heat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Could, when you
And
said
you
that,
did.
I could see something was going on.
So look how crispy it is up there, and then shiny right there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, overcooked because it was too hot. You touched right there. You're a little bit shaky,
Nah,
but that's okay.
He hasn't had a beer in like.
There it is.
Move, skip, 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 and last one. Good set it down. Great.
Well, we're out ahead left.
There you go.
Okay.
Still getting bigger, but really consistent. Really nice. Good filler deposit amount. Good spacing.
A little bit more space. And skip, 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 move, skip, skip, move, 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 skip. A little faster, skip. A little bit more, there we go. Skip, move, skip, and last one. Alright, look at your finger.
I was holding on to the shreds.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was trying to keep going. I was like, I'm out of
Smoking a
material.
little Yeah, you're doing great, man. Have you TIG welded before?
No. What I'm thinking though, like what's going through my head is, even with the frequency noise, it's way more peaceful than MIG welding.
Cool.
Okay.
That was where you kind of throttled back to get control again. Or you got that.
I got this one.
Cool. All right, one last one.
Okay.
All you.
Make it count.
That's great, man. Really great.
This is fun. Like I said, you just cost me more money.
Skip, move, skip, move, skip, move, skip, move, skip, move, skip. Less heat, skip, move, skip. Get closer. Skip, move, 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 skip. Move, skip, 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 closer. Skip, move, skip, and last one. Good takedown. Awesome. Hold it there. Hold it there. Okay.
So one last detail, something you can pick up from this, that right there.
Yeah, what is that little guy?
So you kind of came in there asymmetrically.
If you just took this plate away and added a plate of steel, just different filler, do you have to change out your tungsten too? Or?
Different filler.
And that's it.
That's it.
Switch it over to DC.
I mean, I would put it in a fresh tungsten.
Okay.
That didn't have that balled up end on it.
But hit the DC or frequency
Yeah.
button, different filler, and just start welding steel.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm gonna buy a TIG.
Awesome.
I don't know, it gave me a little warning notice, but I didn't even take the time to read it. Okay, class is over. We're headed home with our tails between our legs. It was a good learning session. It's hard. We did it the easiest way you could, sitting on a bench, flat, in a straight line, on a piece of metal. Didn't even need to be stuck to any other piece of metal, so.
And had our hands held the whole time.
Yeah, literal handheld. That's as easy as it gets, and we still a long way to go. All right, stay tuned.